Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Dr. Brickenstein here, aka Ken Turner. So in this build and review video, I'm going to be building the Stranger Things set. This is set number 40879, and these are the Brickheadz for 11 Max, the Demogorgon, and Holly. And this has 584 pieces. This is for season 5, you can see right there. And I have all of the other Brickheadz here from the Stranger Things line on my table. So I'm going to do a little time lapse, and at the very end I'll do a little review of each of the Brickheadz, showing you all the printed pieces, all the sort of build techniques, and then we'll put them all together so you can see all the Stranger Things Brickheadz in one line. And right here we have Will, Mike, Dustin, Lucas, the Demogorgon, and 11. These are all from season 1 of Stranger Things. Here is the box art, and you can see these are Brickheadz 289, 290, 291, and 292. And if we flip it over, you get another view of all the Brickheadz there. I think the most unique one is probably Holly. I've never seen a body like this for a Brickhead. She's just in this raincoat right here. But I think they all look pretty good. I do like the gray Demogorgon compared to the brown one. I think they both look really nice, but this is a nice change for that one. Now, I'm not sure if they're going to release any more Stranger Things Brickheadz. I definitely think they could get all of them eventually, but maybe they're saving it for another time. But let me get to the build and the review. Okay, so those were the builds for the 4 Brickheadz from Stranger Things. I'll just go through what came in the set and how the builds were. So there were 4 instructions, one for each of the Brickheadz. You can see the one for Holly. They each took 2 bags each. There's Max, there's the Demogorgon, and then we started off with 11. There was the QR code to get your 20 points, so don't forget about that. But the actual builds were pretty good. I'll put these aside. I think the most complicated one was definitely Max. You can see with, if I can show you with all the hair there. I can't remember another more complicated piece of hair since the Disney Brickhead for Merida from Brave. So Max was definitely one of the more complex ones. I think everyone else was pretty easy to build. I did like how the gray Demogorgon turned out. Let's start with 11. She does have a printed tile for the shirt and a bit of the pants. You can see the arms there. She's in her sweats, her gray sweats. She has a little ponytail in the back here. And then that's how the top looks, again on the standard base. So nothing too crazy about 11 in here, just that she's in her sweats. She has this really nice little piece for the hair. You can see the little slope piece, create the ponytail. So we'll move on to the gray Demogorgon. Really like these leaf pieces here. You can see all the teeth, and then it's pretty much just all gray around. You can see the two arms that they did here. I do like the fact that they made the Demogorgon have 1 foot forward as if it was walking, and I've never seen anything like that for Brickheadz. Usually just standing straight up. There's all the tiling for the back there, the sides. That's how the top looks. I really like the rib cage and how that was approached. I think that's really smart. Because if you look at the previous Demogorgon, they use these sort of railing pieces, I guess, and a lot of printed tile for the teeth. But you can see the comparison for each of the Demogorgons right there. So put him back there. Then we'll move on to Max again. So Max has a printed tile for the shirt. There's how the side looks. She's in blue pants and brown shoes and this gray sweater. You can see how complicated the hair got. There's the back as well. There's how the top looks, again in a standard base plate. Same for the Demogorgon. And then the face. This one was very complex build, probably the most complex besides the hair itself. I do like Holly a lot. You can see she's built without hands because her hands are just underneath her coat. There is a printed tile for the dress. You see the little bangs here, the little pigtails on either side. That's how the back looks with the rain jacket. And then the top here, you can see her little shoes in that turquoise color. And again, the standard base plate. But I think she's a really nice addition, especially since she's so integral to Season 5. I would like to see the remaining Brickheadz for the other characters like Steve and Nancy. So hopefully they do release those eventually in time. This is going to look really nice with all the other Brickheadz in the Stranger Things line. I do hope to build the Upside Down house and the Creel house eventually. So stay tuned for those. And I did want to point out that 11 had her hand pointing forward, which is a nice touch as well. Well, that's it for the video. Let me know down in the comments what was your favorite part of the video, which is your favorite Brickhead in this set. I think for me, again, it's the Demogorgon and Holly. But be sure to like and subscribe, hit that bell to get notified with all latest videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!